So, welcome to the B.O.B podcast. Breast of... My god! Did I even...
Fuck, I'm sorry. I forgot. I blacked out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, third take. Welcome to the B.O.B podcast.
Breast over breast. It's never gonna.
It's never gonna
better.
work. It's never gonna work.
It's never gonna get
Never gonna work out. So,
Yeah.
Welcome to the second podcast.
Yeah, I'm Masha. This is Luca.
Again.
As you know already, probably. This is our second episode of the podcast. And we learned from our mistakes. At least me. And the first thing I want to address is that, like I already told you, one of my friends pointed out that it literally can mean blowjob over breasts, and I didn't think about this initially.
Yeah.
And that wasn't our intention.
Definitely was. Our attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can interpret it whatever, like the way you like. I don't care.
The way you don't feel offended.
Offended, yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Also, we learned that Luca is very quiet.
Yeah,
and
kind
he
of.
has to sit closer to the mic because I'm screaming the whole time
I've-
and being super annoying in general.
I just have to speak louder, but I feel very uncomfortable doing that. But we're gonna see about that.
Yeah. And today we actually prepared topics. At least me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got my 2 minutes before we started
I
filming.
wrote them down. By the way.
Cool. Mine are recent then. They're like in my brain 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Anyway, another thing I wanted to address, because most of the topics I came up with were based on the first podcast while I was editing. And the first thing I obviously noticed, like when you edit yourself the whole time, every single time you see something else that's wrong with you, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
I just started to appreciate myself even more.
No.
Yes.
Well, I didn't. So, first of all, I realized that I'm super annoying. Which is...
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, don't say anything.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The second thing, I noticed once again that my hair is dead.
I mean,
What the is true.
I didn't say that. You couldn't hear that. What do you mean?
Yeah, like I looked at it last time and I was like, well, that's probably there is a reason people brush their hair.
Yeah, normal people brush their hair.
Yeah.
Even me.
Apparently, even you, yeah.
Even me.
Yeah, but my hair is dying. We all know that. Like, it's super thin and bad here because it's been bleached and tortured for too many times.
Centuries.
For centuries.
Centuries.
Yeah, since I can remember myself with hair. Ever since then, it's been tortured every day. So I'm gonna probably shave my head.
Shave completely.
Yeah.
Go bald.
Yeah. No, I'll just do like one line over here.
Like an emo, just like completely, and then just like here a little bit of hair.
No, I'll shave here.
Or only there.
I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be the next look Billie Eilish is gonna pull off. You know, when everyone was so like I don't know, weirded out by her like green roots, because you don't usually do
Your
that.
green
Like
roots.
your roots have to be like darker
Mm-hmm.
than your hair usually,
Mm-hmm.
and if you dye it, obviously. But yeah, and now everyone is doing that because apparently it's cool.
Yeah,
Do you think if I shave like this, people will start doing it? I mean, I'm not Billie Eilish, but...
Yeah, also I don't see that many people around here doing that. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, because it's not a trend
Okay,
Yet.
yeah, yet.
yet. Yeah. Yeah, and another thing I noticed, my posture.
Told you.
I
Told
know.
you before.
I know.
I mean, it got better.
Did it?
I don't know.
Me
Just
neither.
being nice. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we had a talk like 3, 4, 5 months ago. In the summer, somewhere in Berlin and
yeah,
stuff
because
like
I saw a video of myself and I always knew that I had a bad posture, but I was like, probably I should do something about it finally, you know? And it's not really, didn't happen.
Yeah, same for me. My sister annoyed me with that since years. She was always just like, shoulders down and straight back and just like, sit straight and whatever, and
but it worked.
Kinda, not really. Maybe it got better over time.
I think you have a really good posture.
Shout out to my sister. Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I noticed. And by the way, speaking of my hair, it still looks bad today. It's wet because I just came out of the shower. Like this, obviously.
Just like fully dressed, all wet.
Yeah. But yeah, because I'm also very hungover.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Well,
I
didn't drink for 5 days.
Yeah, I did.
So
I
need
didn't
to
drink for
complete.
5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I enjoyed yesterday a lot. It was really fun.
It was really cool.
It was really
with your friends. Yeah.
A lot of alcohol.
No. I only drink half a liter of vodka. What
Yeah.
do you mean? Oh, it's not much.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I noticed editing the last podcast, and yeah, I'm trying to change, and I wanted to do my hair today, but it's wet, and I cannot brush it while it's wet.
Why?
Because it's gonna fall off. You know?
You're not supposed to brush your hair when it's wet?
No, because it gets really damaged because it's super like sensitive when it's wet. Yes, Luca.
Good thing. I mean, normally I dry my hair, but I didn't have a hair dryer here, so I just put some like stuff in my hair and just like brushed it all down, and now it's like more or less dried up.
Yeah.
So I don't even know.
I'm also trying to keep the box.
I see always. you just need like a, I don't know, like wood, just like stick back here and just be like that.
Yeah.
And there's stuff that you can put into like a bag, something like an underwear kind of thing that can like straighten up the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it's super annoying.
Yeah. And it also like it makes you like overly like.
Yeah, and I think your muscles go down because of that, because it's
because
just
your
held
body
by
does
that.
it.
Yeah. It's just with that, so it's not good. Don't do
Yeah.
that, kids. Don't do that.
I mean, it's also my dad wore it when he broke like this bone. What's it called? I have no idea.
Yeah, breastbone. Like the breast. I don't know.
When he broke his breast. Yes. Yeah, and he had to wear it so that it heals properly. But yeah.
I'm still so glad I didn't break any of my bones whatsoever.
Ever?
Ever.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's really weird.
No.
Should have happened so many times.
Me neither. Although, once a year ago, when my Russian friend, shout out, smashed me with her Balenciagas, and I think I broke my toe. I'm pretty sure it was broken. Yeah.
I mean, toes. I think you break your toes 7 times in your whole life or something like that. I'm not quite sure.
I have 6 more to come. What the fuck?
But it goes really fast that you break your toe for something. I mean, at least I know a lot of like friends from my class that broke their toe, also like 2 or 3 times. I mean, a lot of them played football, so like soccer, football.
How come that you didn't wake up today at 10 and was like, wakey wakey?
I was.
That's what usually happens.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
That was me yesterday. Because I want to be nice to you, I was like, because I woke up.
You were asleep until the last minute.
No, I woke up a lot of times, and I also felt good at 10. But then maybe it was because I had rest alcohol.
What?
I had the rest of the alcohol in my blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe not. I mean, if I would have done that, you would have killed me. So,
Definitely.
Yeah, so I was like,
Definitely. Because I was also like, every time I tried to turn over, and you're like immediately like, we getting up? And I'm like, do I look like?
I'm like a dog.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually very true. That's actually very true.
Shit, I haven't made the comparison.
It's actually very
Yeah.
true. But yeah, we woke up at 1 today. And I actually slept.
Well, me too.
Yeah, I passed out for 4 hours as usual, as it happens all the time when I drink a lot, or not even a lot. Like now, I feel like I'm getting old because 2 glasses of wine will have the same effect on me during the night and in the morning as yesterday's I don't know, what was that like?
Vodka, champagne, wine.
Yeah.
Both wine, yeah.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, yes.
Really
Just a moment where we've been like, at one moment you just like switched and you've been like, dude, ooh, there was a lot of alcohol in her blood at one moment, because you behave really like normal and sober till I don't know, probably 1.
That
like
is not true.
I mean, before that you already went off, but then at one moment you were just like done. It just kicked in, and I was like, and you just not stop drink. You didn't stop drinking, and I was like, you know, like I want to stop drinking, and you're like, no. Till we opened like your bottle without the like regulator for the vodka, and it's just like I put the whole thing just all the time, and we're like, the vodka is so smooth. It just comes out so easily. Because you like pulled it the whole thing on, and then you just had to like swap it in between my glass and your glass, because in one glass it was that much.
Yeah, but you were drinking this whole time with me.
Yeah, because of yeah.
Yeah, but it was fun. Yeah. I don't regret it. I don't feel as bad as I felt when I just woke up. I feel a little bit better. You know? You're not? You literally were saying in the morning that you feel completely fine.
Yeah, and now I'm feeling tired. Perfect timing for the podcast.
I have kind of the opposite.
Can we do this as a small podcast now? So I'm like gonna be waiting for 5 minutes.
Huh?
I'm just gonna be like dead in 5 minutes. To be like,
yeah, I just do this for 2 seconds. Dead. Yeah. So what I wanted to say also was that do you remember the beautiful suggestion I had? I still have. To
wear costumes each time, but different one in podcasts?
What? No.
Oh, okay.
No. To paint your nails.
Oh no. Oh no. Please don't. Oh no.
I think it's gonna be a look. Let us know in the comments if it's gonna be a look. Because I think it's gonna be a look. Like black nail polish. Yeah. I think it's so cool. And I think it should be completely normalized for men to do their nails. Because it looks really cool.
I mean, I do support that men take care of their nails, maybe not paint them, but like just like take care of them themselves, and don't like have that long nails or whatever. But paint. I mean, I don't care if people like paint their nails. Because one time, like my roommate Peter just like smashed his like small finger, and pinky finger, and it was because it was black because he smashed it so hard. It looked pretty disgusting at one point, but then it just kind of healed, but it was still black under there. It always just looked so. I mean, not weird, but it's like something you don't see. Especially I never saw from Pedro because he didn't do it, and I always just like saw that sometimes when he, like, I don't know, when we're drinking or whatever, and I just like saw the pinky finger, and I was like, for one moment I was like, I was like, oh yeah, forgot he still has a smashed finger. But I don't know. I do believe it's a look for some people, but I don't see myself wearing it.
I think you never know until you try. And I think we should do it because I, as a professional, yes, can do it for you. And if you don't like it, we can take it off right away. It's not dyeing your hair. It literally comes off in a second.
Yeah, well, yeah. If I do black nails, I also want black hair.
We can arrange that as well. To have a full-on
emo look.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have it yet. We can change that though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to.
Need to try.
Well, also that's one thing we discussed also yesterday with the how different people like dress, what it says about them, because I do believe that, I mean, most of the people dress with like a back thought in like everything they wear and they buy, and that tells a lot of their personality also about the characters sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
About like, oh yeah, I mean, also for people that don't like say they don't give a about fashion, but just wear like, I don't know, shell soft jackets and like I don't know, those like rain jackets with like weird colors and whatever. But it also tells like a lot about the person, of him just like buying like, I don't know, like useful or like handy, and he's like, I don't know, it tells a lot about people like in first place. Except people are just, I mean, also then when people just like follow the trends and just like dress how everyone dresses, or like what is like popping and fashionable right now, it also tells a lot about the person and their personality of being like unsure about themselves and like I don't know. I at least for me, it always seems like when people just like follow the trends. I mean, for example, with the sneakers, with those like super bulky sneakers, I hated them on girls because it looked so shitty. I'm very sorry, but those like big chunky sneakers, just I mean, for most girls it's not a look. For some girls can pull it off, but like 90% of the girls just look incredibly stupid in them. I'll probably upset a lot of girls right now, but it's just my opinion. And I mean, the trend is called ugly shoe trend. It's called ugly sneaker trend, ugly shoe trend, and designers, the main purpose of designers was just like to make those sneakers as ugly as possible. There was also, I read like topics about that, which is, I mean, those like Balenciagas and shit like that, it looked, I'm very sorry, but it didn't look good at all. And it was not my style, but a lot of girls pulled it off, also because I do believe that a lot of girls just pulled it off because it was a trend, and then were not like, oh yeah, that looks so cool, or they just like said, oh yeah, that's so my style, it so fits me, because a lot of girls were just like, oh yeah, oh no, Billie Eilish is wearing that, so I also have to wear it to be like quirky and like up to date and fashionable, and it says a lot about the person as well.
Yeah, I think it's more important to have a style than follow the fashion trends, because understanding like what kind of what looks good on you and how it like represents your personality as well. I think it's very important when you have your own style, because fashion doesn't tell anything about you except for the fact that you're up to date.
No, it does.
Why? I mean, the following the trends.
No, not only that. I mean, if you only wear those like, I don't know how it's called, like those like outerwear gear that it's like, you wouldn't say that's like fashion. Also, you can say it's fashion because everything is fashion. That is like very practical, and people are very practical as well, and do things very practical and all of that. Or when people wear a lot of vintage clothes, a lot of like old sweaters and stuff like that, that they also just sometimes, I don't know, they have a lot of people that wear the same clothes also act the same because they belong to the same social groups sometimes as well. Or really like skaters, for example. I do believe that a lot of skaters have like some features. I don't say that they are all the same, but they have some characteristics that just combine themselves with like the skater look, of be like rebellious and like freedom searching and like all of that. And that's true for a lot of people that wear the clothes. Because also different brands represent different values, and like wearing those. I mean, if you know, I mean, some people maybe don't know what different brands stand for and their values, but I do believe a lot of people also know that, especially when they're like really in that social group or those like groups, that they also know what different brands stand for and which values they represent. So that it doesn't tell you the whole story about the person, but it can give you insights into what the person likes, as well as how you dress, how you do your makeup, how you do your hair, what jewelry you wear, if you wear jewelry, stuff like that also counts in. If you tan yourself, if you don't tan yourself like artificially, all of that can like give hints about your character. It doesn't say everything about that, and I don't say that you should judge a book just by its cover, but I mean also the cover is always the first look. Also when you go into a bookstore, you always see the cover, and if the cover is super shitty, except you really know what you're looking for, then you will always first go for like the cover of the book that you like or that speaks to you the most.
Bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We already talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, so I was like, I know everything.
Prepared.
See, I was prepared. See, I just took that yesterday as a practice.
Yeah, it's very true. That's very
one.
true. And my friend also said that she really liked that discussion because it was really nice because everyone was raising their hand.
Yeah, it's like Zoom calls.
Yeah, and she was like, yeah, that was so nice. So, I was like, yeah, that was an adult talk.
Adult talk, yeah.
Thank you very much. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the yesterday's, at least for me, it happened yesterday, Twitter update. So that there are stories now on Twitter.
Huh? I don't use Twitter, but what the
Twitter is my comfort social media. It's the social media that I love the most. I love it.
More than TikTok?
Yeah. I've been on Twitter for like a long time, and I never left.
I never understood it.
I love it.
I've logged in there sometimes. I kind of know what it's about, but I didn't understand the app fully, so I was always just like,
I love it. That's my favorite thing ever. Like, I go on Twitter every day because it's a really good meme source, news source, and just overall, like, I don't know, just like read some content that doesn't like has no informational value whatsoever, but it's just so like just leisure purposes.
Yeah.
But and now there are stories, and I went there and I was like, why? What is like Twitter starts losing its point. They first added voice messages so that you can tweet a
like,
voice memo.
How long can it be? Podcast length?
I don't know actually. And I was like already kind of like, because everyone like was joking about it, like oh yeah, we have like the symbol limit on Twitter, so like if we had like voice messages here, you would all be dead because I'm gonna be talking for the whole time, and everyone was saying like, oh yeah, can't wait till this happens, but no one actually, I feel like, wanted it to happen.
But is it used? Like, do people use the voice thing? Also, okay.
Yeah, they do. I do as well. Sometimes. But
so you also post on Twitter?
Of course.
Just like Trump?
No. What does that mean?
Just like
just like Trump.
Randomly over the day, just like things that happen to you.
Just posting fake news 24/7.
Yeah, about yourself.
About myself. Yeah, definitely.
No.
Yeah, and like I went on stories yesterday, and every single story, because I mostly have like Russian Twitter and like stuff like that. Every single story, like you go to every single one, and it all has like a picture of a person's face, and just like caption like why, or like what the for what purpose, or like just a video of saying like Twitter, and I was like, that's about it. And you know what the saddest thing is? That it happened for one day, and now everyone is gonna post stories on Twitter.
Yeah, they just accept.
I don't understand. What are people still gonna tweet? Like, am I supposed to like watch stories on Twitter now to find out news or like something?
Like TikTok or Instagram.
I don't. Yeah, it's it's becoming Instagram, and I hate it. Like Twitter is so like. It's so different from Instagram. Instagram is so superficial, and Twitter is a lot more, I don't know, convenient and informational, I feel like.
Yeah.
And covers a lot more than Instagram can cover, and there's no like this, you don't feel the competition on, you know, like on Instagram you feel the competition of people like posting their lives and being like, this is, yeah, like flexing and whatever, and trying
just like showing
to like,
their best life.
Yeah, trying to show like how good they are and like post like all the cool stuff so that other people can see. That never happens on Twitter. Because that's not the purpose.
Yeah, that's what I hate. I mean, that's what I hate on Instagram, but I kind of do the same. I mean, I do. Yeah,
exactly.
I do believe that I only post like pictures that I like, of course, but I mean, I also just post so much random stupid stuff, especially on my stories.
Yeah.
Which I don't give about, because who cares? It's just a story for 24 hours, and my mom and dad won't see it, hopefully.
Do they follow you on Instagram?
Yeah, my mom does. So I always have to post it into like the close friends, so she can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like my posts, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I just have to, I don't know, flex in front of like like Porsche, or just look super good. Like the last post I did with the statue that I just high-fived. I mean, that's so stupid. It's also posted on Instagram, but it's just been like, oh yeah, it's funny to me. I don't care if it's like so like, I don't know, super good and I look so good in it. It's more like the fact that I'm just stupidly high-fiving a statue. It's just why not post? Yeah. I mean, also I feel like Instagram is like a portfolio of yourself, especially also like for when you search for work. Notice that when people are scrolling through Instagram, so you can't put like super stupid stuff, because then like they're gonna find out, and your workplace maybe, and they're gonna take you, whatever. And that also like paints a picture. Coming back to like with the fashion as well, it's also gonna like paint a picture of yourself, which can be very negative as well. So I also had to delete like 1 or 2 pictures of my Instagram where it's just like super drunk. And maybe that's not a good first impression of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try to keep a balance of just like whatever happens in my life, and trying to give a good image about myself, but not a fake image about myself.
Yeah. Same. Kind of trying to do the same, but yeah, Instagram is definitely a portfolio. Like everything is based on that. Yeah. Whether it's for work or like in general. Like when I was searching for a room in Groningen, Rachel asked for my roommate asked for my Instagram to see who the I am, you know? And like she was like, yeah, you seem fine, you know?
You have a good look. Overall aesthetics
for my Instagram,
are good.
yeah. Like it's just how it works. I would do the same.
Yeah, I don't know, for a room I would just like have a Zoom call or a Skype call, whatever, or meet them in person.
Oh, we called, but like still.
So yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't ask for Instagram. I mean, if you have one picture, or if you could see them in a Skype call, you know how they look like. And I mean, you can also ask them questions, what you do and your hobbies, which you also mostly like write when you apply for rooms here. I feel like so people know who you are. I don't, because on Instagram you can never be sure, so I wouldn't like use it.
Yeah, but I think it's a good indication of kind of like lifestyle, like what.
Yeah, but you can also fake your lifestyle so much on Instagram.
I don't know. I think it depends on the person, but I don't know. But for example, like when you want to live with someone who's like super quiet and doesn't want like any noise in the house, and you party all the time and drink all the time, like me, you know, and you ask the person like, yeah, for example, you say like, I don't like noise in the apartment. Do you party? And the person goes like, sometimes just a little bit, you know, like a quiet.
No, not too big.
And then you go to their Instagram and it's just, you know.
Yeah, but when that happened, I would also just like hide the pictures that would give anything about that from me. Like, for example, with like my party pictures for like work and like applying for internships, like putting them down so they can't be seen by the people. So still it's pretty vague, and I wouldn't trust Instagram whatsoever. Never ever ever. Also like girls sometimes look so much more better on Instagram than in real life. Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram
to see our like a real person, our portfolio about ourselves.
Our portfolio, yeah.
Also, Instagram is dead. I'm very sorry, but the new layout, I don't know if you have it already, with that you have the market, kind of like, it's kind of like Facebook now. And like in the middle you have the stories like TikTok, and then up top you have.
You mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that so much. I mean, it's cool for
is it like Facebook? I don't use Facebook.
I don't know. I use Facebook for the housing market, like to find stuff like that. But otherwise, I don't know, use Facebook as well. But I don't know. I feel like Instagram is dead. First of all, you're never gonna have a chance to like grow as a channel ever, except you're like really really good and post 24/7, and I don't know, have an agency behind you that pushes you, and you have like a real like strategy, not like TikTok where you can just go viral with the most stupidest shit whatsoever. And Instagram became very very professional, but I mean that's also the thing over time, and then all the businesses also got involved with Instagram because they get reach out of that, and that just like kind of more and more destroyed Instagram. And I do believe that Facebook is just milking the rest out of Instagram, because I do believe Instagram has now their peak and they reached it, and now it's just gonna go down because I don't know. They don't have the new layout yet.
What is that? No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I can't show on my thing, because that is a way. In the middle there's now the stories, and then you have your market where you can just, where you have those like all the advertisement of like clothes or whatever. Yeah, it's so fucked up now. I really really hate it.
What's in your recommended page on Instagram?
I don't know, a lot of weird shit, from really everything from fashion to like people building houses out of wood in forests to games to news to memes to my recommended page is just so weird.
So kind of like your YouTube preferences as well.
Yeah.
Very broad.
Yeah, very very broad.
So big. Oh my god. That was my roommate. Shout out, Rachel.
Okay, are we cutting that out? I don't know.
Huh?
I just made that. So are we cutting that out or not? I don't know.
We'll
maybe.
see.
We're not gonna see about that.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. You never know. On my recommended page is always Harry Styles. It's basically Harry Styles and Tyler the Creator, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, music,
and for some fucking reason, girls with giant butts.
Same. Weird. Really weird.
Yeah, but it's just so much Harry Styles. I don't know why.
I don't know either.
But yeah, Instagram. I don't know, but I never I've never done. You know, everyone is doing like, which I really envy because I would never be able to. Like going off social media for like a week or something. Yeah.
Never. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do.
I can't do that. I'm so attached to this, and I don't see the point of doing that, to be honest.
It's like detox because you're kind of, because if you say you can't do it, it's like bad for you. Like it is bad for you.
I know.
Cool. I don't know. I feel like that's what I think, that just all the social media just decreases your happiness, your overall happiness of life so much, because you just compare yourself 24/7 with like wrong points, with wrong people, with fake lives all the time, and that's not a good comparison point whatsoever. But your brain works like that. Even if you say, yeah, okay, I'm just using Instagram for fun and I don't take anything serious what's on there, and I know that people are fake all the time, your brain still does it, and you still feel more and more unhappy when you just being like, you see, I don't know, just people partying or whatever, or having a good time, and you just like sit, I don't know, in your living room on a, I don't know, first day because you have to study for something or have to do something for uni. You feel really, really bad because you're like, oh, I want to be there, and I don't know, they have such a great life and such a great time, and I don't know, and then for them 24/7 each other day is also such a shitty day, but you don't see that, and you just feel like, oh yeah, I have to have the same day. I always have to like have a good time, have a party, have like, I don't know, like a great life, and you don't see a lot of bad things that happen to the people, and that's very toxic, and that just kills your happiness and your overall mood, even though you don't think so. Yeah, that's why I see.
Instagram is toxic.
Yeah, I mean, every social media is toxic.
Except Twitter.
Yeah, well, Twitter is also toxic, probably.
No. No.
Even
my favorite.
Yeah, even TikTok. I mean, every social media is toxic. I'm just wondering what's going to be the next big one, because after Instagram is kind of like dying slowly, and Twitter apparently also kind of like goes, maybe.
Oh, Twitter was always.
Yeah.
Like they didn't make profit for like. They only started making profit, I think, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, like profit, but just like the use and the reach and the interaction on the apps. And I mean, TikTok is now really popping, and I wonder what's going to be like the next big thing, where people just gonna be like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
Facebook is gonna rise from the ashes.
Yeah, when you're like what, 40? Really, really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah. This was the second episode of the B.O.B podcast. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our beautiful Christmassy atmosphere.
Spirit.
In my apartment, obviously. Yeah. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. What else is there?
We should just link our Facebook, to be honest.
Yeah, and as always, pray for us if you want more episodes.
Yeah. One like is one prayer.
Yes, we'll see you.
I still want the book from Dan Orlean.
Darren still said this book already.
Superfood.
And Mr. Bold, still waiting for you.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye.